expert claims that Gwen Stefani on The Voice utilizes aggressive arousal gestures to assess Reba McEntire, Blake's successor. Following the show's new coach lineup, Gwen Stefani has begun her own personal war on The Voice, according to a body language expert. She further asserted that her pit bear gestures started as soon as newcomer Reba McEntire entered the set and started soaking up the warm welcome. Reba, 68, debuted in the first episode of The Voice Season 24 on September 25. The singing prodigy won Blake Shelton's vacant seat. She sang with the coaches and got close to John Legend, 44, and Niall Horan, 30. Reba and Gwen, both 53, fought over some of the initial contestants on Tuesday's broadcast, before any of the contenders even took the stage. According to body language expert Judy James, the game had begun. Reba is seen presenting herself to the camera in an NBC Instagram video. James claims that she and Gwen had a frosty sit-down conversation. James told The Time for Rumors, Gwen slid in wearing a striking statement gown with a checkered pattern. She appeared to be displaying her claws at one point in the clips when she raised a lengthy talon and tapped the ground. Gwen walked the runway on the stage. When she reached the finish, she emphatically splayed her hands on her hips as if she were about to engage in combat. She made a single strong arousing gesture that left her pit naked. When Reba came, Gwen was at her most apprehensive and uptight. James said Reba showboated and claimed she was channeling Blake when actually Gwen escalated the attack. James continued, Gwen may have been missing her husband's presence on the set. They did fall in love there, after all. Reba made a comment about Blake's seat, but Gwen's smile turned strained. Gwen's body language was mixed with her legs crossed at the ankles, as they stood in a row. She made a transformation, appearing weak and subservient. James stated, Gwen firmly placed her palm on her hip in a swift motion. This is a splay gesture that would normally suggest a desire to challenge. She continued, this was yet another aggressively aroused condition. Gwen broadened her frame to make herself appear to be a more formidable foe. Gwen appeared to be interviewing Reba when the two women had a chilly conversation. She sat there and assessed her. Gwen was poised and smiling fixedly once more. She has both hands on her knees, but one of her long, neatly manicured talons is raised here. The gossip site The Gossip Times said in May that Stefani was allegedly gunning for Reba. According to The Insider, Blake has been the king of the coaches since the start of the show. Gwen saw his leaving as an opportunity to really shine and take the helm. Shelton and she fell in love after the No Doubt singer joined the panel in 2014. In 2021, they got married at his property in Oklahoma. With her ex-husband Gavin Rossdale, 57, she has 3 children together, Kingston, 16, Zuma, 14, and Apollo, 9. In 2016, they got divorced. In 2019, Blake discussed his wife's competitive temperament in an interview with Entertainment Tonight. She doesn't like to compete. She'll let you know first, he said. She is, Shelton continued, right up until it gets competitive, and then all of a sudden she really is. James claimed that Reba and Gwen sparred during the coaches' group performance. Gwen's knees were bent during their performance to give the illusion that it was a singing duel, as she said. When Gwen started singing, they split out to sing with the males next to them instead, and Reba shook her head. This strengthened the idea of unrestricted competition that was already present. The way Gwen hugged John contrasted greatly with the way they hugged in the end. Gwen held him firmly after spreading her arms in an announcement gesture. When the two women hugged, there was a chilly air and hard arm and hand placements. She encircled John with her arms. James predicted that Reba would utilize her expertise to confront Gwen on the shows this season. Reba said the other judges are all sweet off stage, but she is anything but a passive new girl at school, she claimed. She got right to work. Reba will rule here and, if necessary, team up with Gwen to fight her cause.